Hello everyone, welcome to another Stand Upright Rebooted video, and in this video I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this stand right over here, which is semen with an attribute of powerful. Now the percentage of you getting this I will talk later, but for now let's talk about the attribute powerful. Now what powerful does is it increases your health by 30% and it also increases your damage by 20%. So as you can see here, your standard attack damage has turned into 14.4 damage and your stand health has turned into 464 health. Now the only thing that hasn't changed is the barrage length and the stand tier. The barrage length is 5 seconds and the stand tier is B+. So now that we're done talking about the stats and of course the attribute itself, now let's talk about the percentage of you getting a semen with a attribute of powerful. Now the percentage of you getting this is 100% depending on what type of semen, what type of white snake you got. So yes, semen is a transformation or an evolved version of white snake. You will only get the attribute as long as the white snake has an attribute. In my previous video, I've talked about white snake itself, and my white snake, which I turned into semen, had an attribute of powerful. Now, what matters is the white snake to get the specific attribute you want. So if you want a semen with an attribute of powerful, you need to get a white snake with an attribute of powerful. Now the percentage of you getting a semen with an attribute of powerful through stand arrow is going to be 0.125%. That is from the stand arrow itself. Now, how about the charge arrow? Yes, you can get a white snake from a charge arrow. Now, the percentage of you getting a white snake from a charged arrow is gonna be 0.245% chance. Now, if you look down here, this is a board which shows you both this. So as you can see there, the white snake with the charged arrow you get 4.9% chance of getting without any attribute, and whilst the white snake right over here is 2.5%. So it's better to get a white snake through the charged arrow than the normal stand arrow. So yeah, that is the percentage of you getting semen. Now, how do you even get semen? To get semen, you have different types of requirements. Now, the first requirement is gonna be white snake. You need to get a white snake. The second one is get yourself a green baby, and you need to be level 30 plus to actually use the green baby on the white snake. And once you do use the green baby on a white snake, you should get a semen. So now that I'm done talking about those tiny information, let's go ahead and talk about the semen itself and its damage and its animation. So let's start with the first one, which is going to be the left mouse button. So as you can see here, you deal 23 damage with a critical hit of 32.2 damage. Next one is going to be the power punch, which is the right mouse button, which deals 34.5 damage. Next one is going to be the barrage hold E, and as you can see here, it deals 10.4 damage per punch, which should last 5 seconds. Next one is going to be, of course, the heavy punch. Go ahead and click R, and as you can see here, it deals 52.1 damage, which should also deal knockback and stun. Next is going to be ground slam. Now, when you click T, as you can see here, you're going to deal 156.3 damage. Now, what you saw there is you not only hit one dummy, you also hit the dummy beside of it. The reason for that is because the move itself is AoE, it's area of effect. So whoever is around you or is surrounding or is in the circle that I'm making right now will deal damage. So this is pretty useful for damaging the person who's trying to run away from you or damaging people who's going near you. Next one is going to be the ground reverb. Now the ground reverb is the same thing as a ground slam. It is going to be AoE, meaning that everybody around you will get damage, and this is what it's going to look like. Go ahead and click F, and as you can see here, deals 45.3 damage. Now, it has a extra feature of it. Now, not only does it deal damage, and not only does it deal damage those around you, it also throws away or fling anyone that is nearby you. So, for example, if these were players, if I use the reverb on them, they should be like flying away. I'm dealing knockback to not only one opponent, you're dealing anyone who's around you. Next one is going to be the suspend gravity. Now, unfortunately, you can only use this on one person, so go ahead and click H, and as you can see here, it deals 52.1 damage. Now, the reason for that is because if this is a player here, and you punch them with a suspend gravity, right? It will make your opponent glide upwards. It makes the opponent glide upwards and then go back down again. And then take damage. So now let's go to the next one, which is going to be the gravity repel. Now this one is the same as the reverb. When you click Z, it's going to deal damage to everyone around you. It deals 45.3 damage. And it also like flings or repel your opponents far away from you, making them go far away. Next one is going to be the gravity shift. Now this here is the last one, and it affects everyone, not only me, the one who owns the stand. Now all you need to do is go ahead and click X, and as you can see, your screen is going to turn green, and you're going to cause the whole server to be lowered gravity drastically. So everyone will be jumping so high and then jumping down. And as you see there, everyone will have the green screen, same thing as me, and literally that should be it. Now, not only does the this stand has those moves, this stand also have a passive move called the time stop movement, which allows me, the user, to move in stop time for a few seconds. So if somebody else's stand, stop time, I will be able to move or quite like run away or defend myself in a few seconds, which is pretty useful because you don't want to get beaten up by somebody who is using a time stop. So you will be allowed to move for a few seconds, which is really nice. That's one thing that's nice on having this stand here. So passive meaning that it's you don't need to trigger anything. You don't need to click anything on your keyboard to make it work. It just happens the moment that somebody else triggers a time stop in the server. So yes, that should be every moves that you should know about Seaman. Let's go to the menu and go to the stand tree to see what we can do to make this stand a lot more powerful. And the only thing that we can do is increase the base damage by this percentage. So let's go ahead and instant autofill that and see how many damage I deal just doing the moves that actually deals damage, not including the gravity shift that was in the end. So let's start with the left mouse button. It deals 26.6 damage with a critical hit of 37.3 damage. Next one's going to be the power punch, dealing 40 damage. Next one is barrage, which deals 12 damage per punch. Next one is the heavy punch, which deals 60.4 damage. The next one is the ground slam, which deals 181.3 damage. Next one is the ground reverb, which deals 52.5 damage. Next one is the suspend gravity, which deals 60.4 damage. Then the gravity repel, which deals 52.5 damage. And then that should be it. The gravity shift is literally the same as it normally should. Unfortunately, I cannot use it right now because, hold on, yeah, I can use it. This here is the same because it does not increase any damage at all. It just does this to the whole server, nothing more. So yes, that should be it for this stand. If you have any question about the stand, go ahead and ask me. Any question is available, but that should be it. Thanks for watching and bye.